Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street919FM.com.
It's just a fire, oh, it's just a fire, yeah. It's just a fire, oh, it's just a fire, it's just a fire, oh, it's just a fire, it's just a fire, oh, it's just a fire. The whole world can shake up. Government's putting on makeup. I don't know when all of my people gonna wake up. They fall in love with the world, it's time to break up. No time to play, this time's to pray. Open up your Bible and read what it says. We're living in the very last days. We're living in the iron and clay. Perilous times gonna come, but we just in the trial. When the time come, don't get caught in the fire. Where you gonna stand when it down to the wire? Now is not no time to retire, better be prepared. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. Don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire. This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire drill. I know it's are the critics and the skeptics. The only thing they believe is the metrics. So they sit in front of the TV watching Netflix, thinking everything just gonna get fixed. But when the fire come, everybody ball, oh God. They never read the Bible, so they never know God. The oil in the lamps get run out. Brother, don't let your oil run out. Cause if your lamp's not trimmed, I don't know where you're heading. My brother, you don't wanna miss the wedding. The bride getting ready and the bridegroom coming. And you don't wanna be stuck with the five that you're running. Better be prepared. It's just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill, oh no, it's just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. It's just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill, oh no, it's just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. It's just a fire. 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 And I say, hold your hair, gonna feel. And how you gonna hear the Lord voice if you don't read? Meditate upon the word. Don't waste time, get deep in the word. Many gonna cry and I say, hold your hair, gonna feel. The only way to hear the Lord voice is if you read. Stop playing with fire and brimstone. The iron and clay will get mixed on. Yeah, the whole world get shake up. Government's putting on makeup. I don't know when all of my people gonna wake up. They just a fire drill.
It's just a fire drill. And music coming down there from my good friend, Mr. Vajon Pierre. And the name of the song is Fire Drill. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much for being on the Street 919 FM. I am Google with you. I'm going to be taking you until 2 o'clock today. And today is going to be an interesting day. Why? Because I have some things on my mind I think I want to talk about. Some things on my mind that I want to talk about. So before I even take any calls or before I even do anything else, there's some things that I want to look at and talk about today that is on my agenda. So I have two things on my agenda today that I wanted to look at. I'm getting some disturbing videos of what is happening outside of the La Romaine Community Center. And I just would like to ask the management of Southwest, please look into what's going on outside the La Romaine Health Center. Whatever is happening outside the La Romaine Health Center now is reflecting really badly on the health system. All right? I'm not going to sit here and pretend as though I didn't see it and as though it's not happening. All right? So there is a situation that is occurring right now outside of the La Romaine Community Center. I can only talk for the La Romaine Community Center because somebody sent it to me, and I'm going to show you a Trinidad and Tobago. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube and tell me if you are happy with what you are about to see. And again, I am pleading, I'm asking, and I am saying to management of Southwest Regional Health Authorities, please take a look at what's happening at La Romaine Community Center. Health Center. Why am I saying Community Center? La Romaine Health Center. If you want to see what I'm talking about, join me on Facebook and on YouTube now. It's really sad what is happening. And I think this is a time where I know we recognize that we have to do something now. Say something. We need to speak up now. I am speaking up now because I'm really unhappy with what I saw outside La Romaine Health Center. All right? And if you all can help the situation, please do as we speak. So I'm going to show the video. I want to show you what's happening outside La Romaine Health Center. So join me now on Facebook and on YouTube, and you tell me, and I'm going to deal with this topic from now until 12 o'clock. And I want you to weigh into it. I want you to say what you have to say respectfully. Please, respectfully. I want you to say what you have to say respectfully. And as a nation, let's lift our voice against it. I say against it because when I saw what it was, I think that we need to do something quickly. All right? Quickly. So join me now on Facebook and on YouTube, and you would see what I'm talking about, and you tell me what are your thoughts about it. All right? Join me now on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm going to play the video, and then I'll open up the phone lines only for that discussion for now. And then after lunch, we're going to talk about another issue that a gentleman would have spoken about yesterday. And clearly, the gentleman had it wrong in the sense that his accusations that he was making, the statements he was making yesterday. All right. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube. If you want to see what's happening presently at the La Romaine Health Center, you can join me on Facebook and on YouTube now, and you're going to see what's happening at the La Romaine Health Center. All right. Good morning to all of you joining me on Facebook. Mova is in the house. Movant. We have somebody from New York in the house. And good morning, Pastor Google. It's not looking good at all. We need to do better than this. All right. Yes, I totally agree with you, Mr. Cummings. Totally agree with you. It's not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all. And I'm calling on the authorities. You need to do something. We need to do better than this. All right? We need to do better than this. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube, and you'll understand why seeing what I'm seeing. You're going to see what I'm talking about. And you can tell me... You can tell me what are your thoughts. Join me now on Facebook and on YouTube. I can't defend this. Can't say anything positive about this. I can't even make an excuse for this. And I'm not going to allow anybody else to come and talk about it. I will talk about it, and then anybody else want to talk about it, they can do so after. they can weigh into it and say whatever they want to say after. But I think I am going to be the first to talk about it, and I'll be the first to say, shame. You know, there's a song, boy. I'm trying to find that song. And if I can get that song, just to introduce what is happening, to talk about what is happening. If I can get that song, I'm really going to try and see if I can get that song by Ella Andel. It's a song by Ella Andel. If anybody can get it for me, I'll appreciate it. The name of the song is Shame. Shame, shame, shame. All right? You need to join me on Facebook, you know, and on YouTube. I think some of you need to see what I'm talking about. All right? Some of you need to join me on Facebook and YouTube to see what I'm talking about. And you're going to, just like me, weigh into it, and you're not going to be happy with what you're about to see. All right? You're not going to be happy at all with what you're going to see. All right? Not at all, at all, at all. So, I am not happy with it at all either. Being honest, I'm not happy about this at all. To sit here as a radio presenter and see this and just pretend as though it doesn't exist, I can't. And I'm really asking for
come around with more than 1 or 2 votes.
the authorities to please look into this.
The rich man or the man that too broke, TNT, we need a new hope.
If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call TNT, there's birds and bees.
Tears and blood flow together in a land called paradise. Yet we close our eyes to the lost, the dead, and shattered lives. Honesty is in short supply. Truth has taken a name change, and the people standing by as if they're hypnotized. While fathers kill their sons, their daughters, and their wives. Shame on a nation that can't protect its women and its children. On a people who see the youth as a curse, not a blessing. Shame, 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 shame on a nation. Shame, shame, shame. Are you prepared for when the sins of the parents start to fall on the children? Are you prepared for when the sins of the parents start to fall on the children? You better make preparation. You better make preparation. You better make preparation. We are
All right, so some people calling for me to play the video. I'm going to play the video now. And I'm going to play the video. It's nothing for you to be excited about. All right? Somebody saying, where the video? We're waiting to see the video, Pastor. You all really want to see the video? This is the video. That is not something to be happy about. It's not something to talk about. There's the video. This is the video. This is the video. Come on to Facebook and on YouTube now and you'll see the video. It's a disturbing video. Very disturbing.
Shame on the people. Shame. Are you prepared for when the sins of the parents start to fall on the children? Are you prepared for when the sins of the parents start to fall on the children? You better make preparation. You better make preparation. You better make preparation.
So I'm gonna open up the phone lines, and I am asking for the authorities to please look into this. All right, I'm asking for the authorities to please look into this. I can't sit here and look at this happening and say nothing. I think this isn't nice. We have to do something. I don't know if anybody would have sent it to the minister, but if the minister is seeing this, I'm asking that he look into it. All right? I think that they need to look into this. I think you need to look into this. It's not looking good. I can't even. Just say I'll deal with this for this morning. This first part of the program. I'll go to the phone lines. Hello, good morning. All right, caller, you need to call me back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Pastor.
Hi, good morning.
I watched it, and again, we are people seeming to be lacking empathy for others. I don't know what it became like that. But that, I don't know what is the regional health authority that runs that area. They need the administrator needs to immediately be called, and this had to be treated with. Because you cannot tell me that, yes, you put the chairs. However, you all then think that probably if rain was going to fall, that these elderly persons will be sitting there in the rain. Okay, the sun, they have the umbrellas and that. But at the same time, something else could have been done. They could have found an area designated, put a tent where they could have waited there. They could have an officer who will come and call the numbers or the person by the alphabetical letter, letting them know, okay, it's your turn now, help them walk across and all that. That is totally unacceptable. And again, we see it in our society. It's happening. We see how they're speaking to each other in Parliament. We see you see it filters down, Pastor Google.
Of course.
Because people see what they're seeing and they'll just emulate that. That is totally unacceptable for our elderlies who would have given their life in this country, would have worked in our country. They must not be treated like that, just like any other citizen, Down syndrome, especially able. We need to show respect and more love for those persons. I am totally against what I'm seeing there, because they could even get sick now. Compromise getting wet. I saw the lady, her clothes is wet. And is obviously sitting in a chair in the rain with an umbrella. You're going to get wet because the umbrella with the water going to be dropping down on you. And she has on a slip, and what about all the others? Totally unacceptable. It must be brought to the attention of the minister immediately, and that administrator at that region must be held to task why that would have happened. Really bad.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. All right, you're not there.
Pastor Google, whoever filmed that video, wherever that video was filmed, it is disturbing, yes, but also I will take that video with a pinch of salt and find out who did it, where was it done, and the circumstances. Because again, with all that rain falling, I highly, highly doubt that the people in the medical fraternity in whatever area that is would allow these elderly people to sit down in the rain. I highly doubt that. Because if that is so, then that is in very, very poor taste. But then again, there are people in this country who are bent on making the government and everything they do look bad. So therefore, this video may have been one of the planned, staged events to film, to post up. Take everything with a pinch of salt. One of the problems we have in this country, especially in our media fraternity, we do not investigate fully things that appear on social media. We just run with it for a story to make sales. We need to stop do that. Professional journalism, we need to stop do that. Journalism is about bringing information to the people. Information. But information must be fact-checked before dissemination. Otherwise, it's just propaganda. We need to be careful about these things.
Now, to the voice noter, I want to say to you that I fact-checked the video. Anybody who know me and know me on radio know most of the times I would fact-check something. And if you check carefully what I said that the Southwest Regional Health Authorities need to check and see what's happening at the La Romaine Health Center. If you're now joining me and you didn't hear what I say, voice noter, then that's okay. Cool, I could deal with that. But I'm saying that I fact-checked the video and I asked people who living in the community if what I was seeing is true. I'm from La Romaine. Originally, I'm a La Romaine born child. My neighbor string berry in Bamboo Village. I wouldn't sit here and ill speak a community that I know very well. And there's nobody else who could sit here and talk about the propaganda machine of some media houses. I know that all too well. I know it all too well. I have another video. This might be staged too.
Good morning.
Hi, hold on please, caller. This might be staged also. But you see the one from La Romaine? Brother? Trust me. Hello, good morning.
Pastor Google. Sprangalang used to say, if we are not taking care of the elderly and our children, Pastor Google, if we are not taking care of the elderly and our children, we are not going nowhere, Pastor Google. Nowhere. And you see what's going on. I will leave it here.
All right, I'll play another one. See that here, saying that one was staged.
Don't come out to call you by not buying ABC. When you come in a crowd, they say, all right, you change that, you will be 8 now, 5. The number, how old are you? All right. 69, 70 years old, we are outside there standing up in this thing to get an injection.
Hello, Steve.
Let's see, we go.
2 lines, please. I got him to do the camera register. All right. 65, have the ID card. All right.
I'll try to get through that call here. All right. Yeah. I will call you back. Yeah. All right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Google.
All right, morning.
I was watching a video, but to be all fairness, I don't think the people will put the elderly in the rain to sit down there because nobody knows that the rain was going to fall, right? I don't think they will put the elderly out in the rain to sit down there, right? Because you leave home good, not anticipating that the rain was going to fall, right? And that is how I look at it. I don't think it's something that was going to happen. They know that the rain was going to fall and they put the chairs there for the elderly to sit. We just had to be a little more, what I would say. Yeah. Yeah, right? I might be wrong, eh? I might be wrong saying that, but I don't think that they will realize that, all right, rain going to fall, you put any chairs there, when they come, they will sit down there, right? Everybody had a little umbrella, rain might come down suddenly, and then, it's true they could have a little tent, nobody is saying no, but at the same time, I can't blame the people on them for that. Okay, you have a blessed morning. Okay, bye-bye.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, Pastor, good morning.
Morning.
This is not stage. First of all, this is a novel experience to the world. It's a novel virus. So everybody is still tweeting and trying to get things correct, Pastor Google, right? We are in a climate of our country, rain and sun. Nobody expected rain to fall, but again, we have to think rain will fall anytime. So if the government has sufficient funds to rent some tents to put there in case rain comes down suddenly. You understand? This is novel to the world. So it will have problems. What happened there, right, Pastor Google, was unfortunate. But we are dealing with a pandemic that is new to the world. And we are tweeting to get this thing correct by alphabetical orders, by make a message by walking. So they might use some mobile thing to come out. We are trying to get this thing correct because in United States, in Canada, people went out and snow came. Snow came. So you have to, it's something you're trying to solutions here, Pastor Google, for us to work with this. You understand? Because now, Pastor Google, everybody gets to realize the vaccine is important for survival, you know, and we do not have enough. There's more demand for it than supply. We don't have it. So the government has to make this thing right, that when they announce they have a certain amount of vaccine, they have to have a procedure to get it there. Pastor Google, some tents who could donate if they want to work with the Carnival Development Glasgow could come in and help us to get this thing right. Because it's life, as the Prime Minister will say, we are trying to save you. All on the radio, television, trying to help us, you know. You all are trying to help us and trying to help the government get this thing here right, you know, Pastor Google. What you show is not nice, but it's new to us, and get some tents, put it out there, get some mobile, as Brooklyn say, they're doing the drive-through. We have to get this thing here right when we get the...
Something was done there that was injustice to the people there in Laramie. I know the center too. I consult. I know the Laramie health center. It's not a big health center. There is no place inside that center for people to do. What the only other thing to be done is to be pitching 2 tents in the yard and maybe social distancing people sitting in the yard. And then the yard is the car park for the vehicles. So it's a small center. The only thing there is the church, a little way down the road, or the school, it's a school, that they could maybe use their facility and then bring them over when they are ready, or some other facility.
But there's a primary school right across the road.
Primary school across the road, right.
So they can use the
grounds for the primary school and then bring them over in
and that is something that they need to consider.
Right. So they could bring them over in tents or whenever they need them. So they need to get permission to use that school. But the health center, there is no room for putting anybody in the grounds at that health center. It is very small. So people had to come up with solutions and stuff.
Well, that is. But if you listen to the program, what I said was that the CEO or the management of Southwest Regional Health Authorities need to look into what's happening at Laramie. That is what I said. It had nothing to do.
I'm not saying I am just saying these people that do these videos, instead of they walking to the health center or put some kind of solution or some suggestion, they just take these videos and they put them all out there. Nobody have no solution. Nobody come up with some idea or what could be done. But they just post it and people just look at it and say, oh, they're looking bad, and they think. Maybe they didn't think it, but okay, there is a school there, and I think I can't leave home to go and drive right now to think. But somebody who listening, or if you have contact or number, they could say that. Get the use of the facility, the school, and let people wait there, and then you go for them by the tents or how much ever you could do at a time. But I am fed up. I am totally fed up of these videos just popping up all over the place. Some you don't even know what's going on because it's taking a small window at a time. You don't know what's going on after. You don't know what's going on before. They just snap that in the small window at a time and just putting it out there to make everything look so ridiculous. The government tried one thing, that didn't work. They tried the alphabetical system. I know that would not work. That didn't work. It is a calling now. They're calling you to come. So either they're calling too much people at a time, or I don't know, maybe they have to tweet it again and call less on a given day. Or because if you tell people come for 10 o'clock, some still come in for 8 o'clock and sit down. No matter what you tell, especially the elderly, they just like to be on time. So if you tell them come for 10, they wouldn't come 9:45. They will come 7 o'clock. So, you have to tweet and do different things and as they go along. It's unfortunate what we saw there, but I think some of these videos is really, really ridiculous. Thank you so much.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What I would like to know, this video, was it done after the apology, before the apology? When was this?
This is something new. Because if you listen, this is something new. If you listen to the gentleman when he spoke, it was something new.
Oh, when? You see,
this happened today. This happened today, ma'am.
It happened today. All right. Well, I'd agree with you with the management of the center. They need to put things in place. They can't be everything is the government, the management. And if they know, they should know how much vaccine they have to give out. And then if you know you have 100, 200, then they should have people monitoring the people that coming in. And when they reach the amount, 200, then just in a figure, then they need to close up shop and let other people go back. But the management of the center, of these various centers, need to get together, and do some think tank. and come up with the solution. Is we have to come up with the solution in the area, the organization. So they're supposed, I would lay blame on the management. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Pastor Google. I am not laying blame on anybody right now. You see the caller before this caller here, that lady, I want to agree with her plenty. You see, as you say, there is a school right opposite the Laramine Health Center, because I know the Laramine Health Center. I know it cannot accommodate people. So the school right now, if anybody in authority is listening, I am advocating as well for the school to be used to house the people who are waiting. And I say this because the Gasparillo Health Center is something like the Laramine Health Center. Cannot hold many people, but the Gasparillo Government School is right opposite to our Gasparillo Health Center. So I would appreciate whoever in authority is listening, if they can look at the schools that may be nearby, who can house people while they are waiting, because I did not expect anything untoward this morning, because we were told they're calling people Monday and Tuesday. There were no vaccines rolling out. They're starting today. So I was eager to see what you were showing. So when I saw what it was, I said, oh Lord, they put out chairs yesterday to sit, knowing that the weather has been, very, very sunny and so, but unfortunately rain came down. I'm not blaming anybody. What I'm looking at now, as the lady pointed out, and you also agreed, let us look towards the schools just to hold them until they can walk across to the centers. Thank you, Pastor Google.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
I know I have a short time, so I'm going to go very fast. First thing, the whole country know we in a reading season, and if we do not know that, go actually change the big weather forecast. We are seeing that we in a red zone, we in a tropical warning for the last few weeks. We are seeing that the weather is changing, so that is one excuse or they cannot make. We see that the apology from Tel, and Dr. Rowdy wasn't honest and wasn't generous at all, because, and I have to put the blame on the Ministry of Health, because if the Ministry of Health is rolling out the vaccine, I think that it should call in all the heads of the health center and put proper measure in place for the elderly people out there. Because today we are seeing that much elderly people are running for the vaccine than the young people. So I'm saying that the elderly people want to live and they want to live because they are going to, the young people say, no, not me, not vaccine, but the elderly people, they are running for it in thousands and in hundreds. So seeing these videos now, and for these same elders who calling in and saying that, oh, it's a fake video and the video too short, and so it's UNC then. It's everything has to be politics. Everything has to be politics. Pastor Google trying to say country right now, and he is asking his government questions or people in authority questions who have to join him for the betterment of our country and our children. Yes, I know it's only party in power, and we don't want to hurt the whole party. But when we are sitting like this is why this country cannot move more possible. Because people in this country don't want to talk because my opposition will look bad. People don't want to talk because my party look bad. We are divided on politics. We are divided on race. This country will take the next 50 or 100 years to see our people, because we too much in this PNM and in this UNC, because when serious issue come to the table, we cannot discuss it without calling UNC, without calling PNM. And that is the problem of our citizens, because they say together we aspire, together we achieve. But together we're not aspiring, together we're not achieving. But what we are seeing is a divided country. Who wears the red and who wears the yellow? Who is this religion? Who is that religion? We need to remove, because at the end of the day, we like to class about America and England. When these politics over, They come together for the betterment of the country and the island. They come together. They also pick people who was against them and put them in key position.
I hear you, Kingsley.
Thank you very much.
I hear you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Google. God damn it. That's what father used to say. Google, I wonder how many people they call in per area now. That is the first thing I would want to establish that. How many? Because they must know in these areas what the health centers could hold. And as a good suggestion came from somebody earlier there, that if the school is nearby, because of the rainy season that started, they could stay there.
Yeah.
And then, have somebody supervise them come across.
Of course.
So, but I heard there was some gentleman going around putting down chairs and tents and but I don't know if he going in different areas and if that was his doing to line up chairs along where I saw there. But that was not a good idea, seeing that we had that rain since yesterday. But I think who they're calling out is who they have enough vaccines to give. But then remember, people have to wait around a little bit for any untoward thing they may experience. So what I'm saying, the lady who called before gave a very good idea. And everything is not to jump down on the government and the Minister of Health. There are people in different areas who have to manage. The Prime Minister and the Minister of Health can't micromanage everything. Good God, people. Let us have some patience and understand it, but Google it this time augur good this morning at all. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Are you prepared for when the sins?
I don't feel I can make it. Hello?
Hello, Pastor Google.
I feel I can make it.
Huh?
I feel I can make it before the
I can make it very quickly. I just want to tell the gentleman that Ministry of Health don't run the RHAs. RHAs are authority. They have their own different boards. They have the administrators. They're in charge of their affairs. And again, when you're trying to make a point, I'll tell you, gentlemen, when you're trying to make a point and draw it together, you need to be logical in the way that you lay it out, because then we get a skewed picture what you're trying to say. The Minister and the Prime Minister apology has nothing to do with what you showed today. So trying to draw in that and all the other things with politics, ask them who make everything in this country politics. Didn't he live through a 2020 election and saw the behaviors of certain people? So all of a sudden, when you talk anything, it's not politics, but they alone could speak about politics. It's very disingenuous. So I did make it. Again, RHA and Ministry have two different entities. Understand that first before you make a contribution. Zina, good morning, darling. Long time no hear no see and mother Tanapuna. Agon.
That still rejects its greatness and its mission. Shame, shame on a people who taste their best, not the joys of their living. Shame, 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 shame on a nation. Shame, shame, shame. Are you prepared for when the sins of the parents start to fall on the children? Are you prepared for when the sins of the parents start to fall on the children?
And relax professional massage therapists and nutritionists? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families and honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services